Okay,
At least heard of only?
so to research the heart, I'm Morex gonna like open the jar and like dump it on a table.
Okay. It
'Cause he
just
doesn't want to touch it.
it just sits on the table.
Does it like pulsate or anything?
A little bit. It looks kind of spooky in that regard. If it's like almost like vibrating just a little bit, and the edges of it kind of like flicker out, and then just kind of almost like I can't think of the exact word for it, but like just kind of this energy just kind of surrounding it.
Kezia. Cool. I test it. I touch it with different like things that I have. Like I've got an iron stick, I got a copper wire, and I got steel daggers. So I'm just like touch. Nope. Touch.
Nothing.
Nope.
None of them have
Touch.
any immediate effect. They all kind of just make a metallic little clink sound to it.
Okay, Morak is furiously writing notes of it's like copper does not affect it, iron does not affect it,
I
steel
drop a
does not
platinum
affect it.
piece on top of it.
It dissolves. No, it just clinks against it.
Is it metal? Like touch it.
Oh my god, it just clanged.
As you touch it, it's not metal, but it's kind of like.
Like a
Okay, so
ceramic
first of all,
almost.
it is cold to the touch, but it's not freezing. It's more like if you just pulled it out of the freezer.
Don't.
Is there any juices?
No juices. There's like the hair on your arm and like just all up along it. Like you get a little bit of goosebumps and like just kind of like the static is making your hair stand on end as like it's close to it. But otherwise, it's more like it's not metal. It's very smooth though. It's kind of like marble.
Is there any like runes or anything written on it, or is it just like black? Like what?
It's very dark, but roll an Arcana check real quick for me. Kezia, while he's looking for runes, what are you doing specifically?
I'm just in general kind of investigating it. I'm trying to see if I can pick off a small piece of it.
You don't find any like breaks in the surface. Like to do that, you would basically have to get like a chisel and pop a part of it off.
That sounds dangerous. Instead, I'm just swabbing it, and then I'm putting it in like I've got a jar of salt, so I'm like swabbing it around in like salt, like a like you know how like you
like
swab
all the
things?
like the different things to like fuck with Fae, fuck with Goat. You're going through all those.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm investigating it.
As you go through it, none of them immediately like. None of them have any immediate impact.
Like are there patterns or something?
Yes, there are, and it's like just baked in magic to it, but just very like just beneath.
Are they
the
like
sur-
rune? Like Morak's pretty well versed in runes. Are they? Or is it more like how he never saw like Dawn Dragon runes before? Is it kind of like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's that same vein of like there are arcane runes to it. You don't recognize them, but you recognize that they are runes. Very similar to the Dawn Dragon kind of stuff. That kind of illithid type deal of just a strange type of magic.
Okay, Kezia, could you use your mage hand to lift it up?
Yes.
Okay. Morak's going to start trying to, as accurately as possible, draw all the runes on it.
Okay.
You're just going to be like, okay,
It's invisible,
Kezia,
so it doesn't impact it at
can
all.
you move it like 12 degrees to the left?
I do so.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
and as
then you
do,
see him like write down for another minute.
as you
you
go
turn it
through it
12
though,
degrees.
you realize it's not just that there are runes like on it written on it. They are all they all bleed into another and are wrapped around it in such a way that as it like you would think it would just become gibberish, but each rune connects to the next one, wraps around itself, and then connects in a different way to all the other runes. Like it is like if it's like writing a sentence on a Mobius strip. Where it just is
Morak will
constantly
not-
flowing in onto itself in different ways, but it never becomes nonsense, or it never becomes, like, jarring or broken.
Morak will spend as long as it takes trying to, like, write down as much of that as possible.
Okay. It's gonna take you a little while. As you are scribing down those runes, make just a straight intelligence check. Kezia, what are you doing while he's having you rotate it, but you can also do your own kind of investigation as he's doing that.
All I'm doing is like looking really at it, like investigating it for any pieces that may stand out, not in regards to like the arcane runes, but in regards to any like indentations that are on there, anything, or is it just if it's completely smooth?
It
no
is
being
perfect.
bad?
There are no imperfections on this thing. But is your hand touching it, or is it just the mage hand?
It's just the mage hand.
As your mage hand is touching it, you see, like, almost at the very ends of it, it kind of get, like, staticky. Like, still holding its form, but just the longer it touches it, the more it's, like, kind of getting glitchy.
Oh.
For right now, it's just at the fingertips and the points that are immediately touching it, and you don't get the sense the spell's in danger of failing.
I'll
But
leave
it is...
it up.
Okay.
I'll leave it like rotated up so that Morik can continue writing down the part that he's at right now, and then I'm just gonna cast a minor illusion on the back of it, like overlaying everything that is on there, but with like different symbols, and like I want to put like the Dawn Dragon symbol on there just to see if it fucks with it at all. With just a minor illusion.
With the minor illusion, all your other ones work, but the minute you put a Dawn Dragon one up there, it basically like ignites and goes and just disappears.
Huh. Okay.
Lit on fire?
No, more like the spell pops.
The spell burned away.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll just continue doing it with different symbols. At one point, I write "Byron is your master" across the top of it.
It sticks around for a bit, but it goes away once, like, it would naturally go away, but...
Cool.
Kezia, what did you just put on there?
The Dawn Dragon symbol.
Okay. Morak will pull a strength of mind on it.
Oh no.
Make an
I was
intelligence
afraid
save.
this would happen.
What?
Make an intelligence save.
That's
Oh,
good.
cool.
Okay. As you do that, you try to thrust at it, and like it gets absorbed by it. Then you're like, wait, what? You duck, and then it just kind of throws it back towards you. But like you are not affected, but like you see just that force of will just basically get reflected back.
Huh. So Dawn Dragon shit is not good. The Dawn Dragon sucks. I go lean closer to it and I whisper, "The Dawn Dragon sucks." And then I put the mage hand back up and I continue rotating it.
Okay.
If I'm ever able to roll like an investigation check, I will happily take it.
What are you trying to do? I'm willing to give it to you, but I need a specific thing you're looking for.
I don't know. Everything that I've said I'm looking for hasn't warranted it, so I'm not sure what else I could look for. Any ideas, guys?
Yeah, you guys are close enough that you see like the little force get pushed back, but you guys have a feeling they have the situation in control.
I'm gonna.
I don't know. I kind of pitched this like assuming that you would just like let them investigate it and kind of like be able to almost like role play, like, okay, we determine it won't kill Byron. So that was kind of like where I was coming from.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're going through this, you aren't getting a whole lot. There's the glitchiness with the mage hand, and there's the psionics got thrown back, but like nothing outwardly harmful. Like Kezia, when you touched it, other than feeling a bit staticky, you felt fine. You didn't feel sick. Just kind of like, you know.
I forgot that I was gonna do this too. Hey Morak.
Yeah.
Kind of want to see if we can break off a chunk of it. That idea?
I mean, I wouldn't do it in someone's home.
I think Byron will speak up at that point and go, that definitely seems like a very bad idea.
Also, is it like just a round orb?
It is shaped like a heart. No, it's an orb.
Like
it's
a
an
cartoon
orb.
heart.
Never mind, it's an orb.
Okay.
That's cool.
I don't know, like, I don't know if we could break off a chunk. Like, what if it's hollow and filled with goo?
Oh, well, then we don't know. Well, I mean, I pick it up and I just shake it. See if it makes any squishing noises.
Oh yeah, you hear all that sweet
and
goo
her
in there. It's a fucking slime ball. No, it's you shuffle it and it isn't a whole. There's no like liquid. You don't feel like waves crashing inside of it.
I tap it with a hammer to see if I can hear a hollow.
Oh my god.
As you tap it,
Kezia.
it kind of ripples like you just hit the surface of water.
Oh,
Kezia, I'm gonna.
wait, no, that's
stop you
kind of
here.
interesting. I pull out the little iron spike and I like go not
Oh,
like really.
Yeah, Byron will grab her wrist and go, Kezia,
Yeah.
listen,
I literally
should
touched
mean
this
a
to
lot
it earlier.
coming-
I literally touched this to it earlier. It
Yeah,
caused
but
it
you're
to
about. We all know you're about to hit that thing with a hammer.
Kezia,
Oh,
let me put
no,
it to
I
you this
wasn't. I
way.
wasn't.
I think this is a bad idea.
I wasn't going to try to break it at this point. Just think if I could like shove something in it.
So break it.
Oh, I wonder. Okay, I promise I won't do that. I'll just mess with this and I pull out like the copper wire.
Yeah, what are you planning on doing?
Guys, can you not trust me? I didn't so far. I haven't
Hey.
done anything that actually harmed this.
Hey,
Well,
Kezia. That has nothing to do with us asking you what you're planning to do.
I just want to see if I can like I'm just looking to see how long it is, measure the circumference of it, that sort of stuff.
Was that what you were planning to do, or are you just lying to me?
I'm not a very good liar. So
Okay. So, you just proved to me that sometimes I shouldn't trust you.
No, because you'll know if I'm lying. Anyways, no, I do want to see that.
That's not a good reason.
It may have been a once upon a time idea, but that's actually a good idea, is to actually see if we can measure this, to see if it changes over time, if we do certain things, that way we can see what happens.
Alright.
Sorry, can I jump in real quick to say that Ode has asked Zeka to help her clean all of our clothes to make sure they're no longer like bloodstained.
Yeah, as Ode is walking up to do that, Zeka turns around and in his hands he's prestidigitated a small set of dentures that looks weirdly similar to Byron's teeth. And he says, "Oh, I was thinking we could try and put this on it."
That's terrifying.
You know what the thing is, I got back in third
awesome.
grade.
Becca, that's amazing.
Wait,
I hand it to Kezia and I go help Ode.
okay, this is random. By the exact reading of prestidigitation, when it says you can clean or soil an object no longer than 1 cubic foot, does that mean that after an hour it would go back to being soiled?
No, I think.
Because the
We
duration
always
is up to
treated
1
it as
hour.
permanent.
Oh, okay.
No, it just says you instantaneously clean.
I think
Everything
the
else
duration is
lasts
more for
for
how
an
long
hour.
you can make the sparks go, maybe.
Yeah,
Or
it's like,
something that you summon into your hand.
yeah.
Cool. Well, we'll work on cleaning our clothes.
Alrighty.
Wait, you can soil too?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
make it look like someone pissed themselves.
Alright.
that's so shitty. Yeah, yeah,
Oh
I'm
no, you
gonna
don't
go...
make it look like, you make it actually happen.
Oh
God.
wait, I
Where did
Chris
this
Angel.
come from?
I'm just gonna clean all our clothes using prestidigitation because I can do that.
I am just gonna
Yeah.
measure it though, David. I'm just gonna like wrap the wire around it, measure it, and like pull tighter just to see if I can like do anything with it.
You kind of
And then I'll
like
put it-
as you kind of pull it tighter, it kind of bends around it a little bit. It like it's not absorbing the copper, but like you are tightening it around it, and then there's like the impression as if you basically were like tying twine around like a basketball. Like it'll give a little bit.
Like a cell going through mitosis.
Sure.
Okay, and then I make the teeth chomp on it like an
I'm starting to get a little uncomfortable about the fact that all of you guys wanting me to eat this thing so badly.
I'm more uncomfortable that he just made teeth that look suspiciously like yours.
Oh no, they are perfectly mine. I don't know how he knows the inside of my mouth so well.
How do you know the inside of your mouth so well?
Bailey, come here.
Never.
Bailey. I'm like, okay, after I mess with the teeth with on the what's it called, I just give Bailey the teeth.
Bailey takes them into their mouth, and you now have a raccoon wearing dentures. It's horrifying.
Plus 2 to damage. Plus 3.
Plus 30 to intimidate.
Hey, Sonny.
Yes?
Please, could you ignite your arcane cannon and, like, maybe wave it near it to see if the energy sparks in some way?
Oh, fuck. This does seem potentially incredibly hazardous.
I know.
You see the
but
Jinn
we did
watching
just
you
almost
guys
take
like,
it
what the
out.
fuck are they up to?
We're testing
Well,
something.
you guys could go like if the tavern has been transported already and we're like in the woods outside of.
Yeah, incidentally, you still need to
The
decide
city?
where you are, but we'll
Let's go to Ghent.
Yeah, we're definitely going to Ghent. I feel like we're like a day's walk journey from the woods outside of Ghent because we were concerned about just teleporting there.
Yeah,
so like if you guys want to do it outside, we totally could.
What if we do like half a day's journey?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I feel like that's still far enough, and that way we can maybe like, when we get there, we can find a tavern to sleep in for the night.
I think that would be great.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, so we'll just get everything
we're
gathered up, decide
yeah,
to go,
officially
and then
say goodbye
go
to
to the heart, and we'll be on our way.
Okay, wait. So are we? Sorry to interrupt. Are we just being like, all right, thanks, Murray. We'll probably see you again. Bye.
Byron, I don't think you'd have to eat it. I just think you have to push hard enough and you'll fall into it.
See
Okay.
everyone.
Oh.
I'm sorry I don't know.
Bye.
You didn't tell me your name, but you were very pleasant. He's clearly gesturing to Ode.
Yeah.
I guess
My name's
our-
Kenneth Smith, by the way.
You fucking...
Cool.
You can call me Z or Z, depending on your region.
Ode kind of shrugs and she's like, all right, my name's Ode, and I hope that doesn't give you some horrible power over me. Bye.
It doesn't.
I love
Bye, Ode.
You can call me the Steel Panther.
And I'm actually Kenneth Smith.
Holy shit, two of you in
Fine,
one
I'm
group?
Byron Black.
God damn it! I'm both. Fuck. Never mind. Goodbye.
Leave.
Walk out.
He
Walk
kicks
out.
you all. He forces you all out the door, and you are just at like, you're near the town. You're over
That was
here
like-
then, in these woods
Perfect.
away, but near enough that you can get to town fast. But you guys, he kicks you out at this point.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you for the hospitality.
Thank you.
I'll come back with more stories.
He closes the door, and then he walks out, folds up the saloon doors, puts them in his pocket, and then fades into the bottle in a rush of smoke.
We
Put the bottle
slept,
back in the
right?
bag.
Yeah, you guys
we
got
slept.
your long rest, except for Ken.
Gotcha.
Okay. So now we're here. I need to go into town. Oh shit! I needed to write a letter.
Well, can you do that while Morak and Sunny keep investigating the
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to write yet. So.
I'll go with you, Kezia.
Okay. Well, you stay back and don't interact with anyone that I'm interacting with. Okay.
Oh, can I come?
I think too many people might put them on edge.
That's very smart. I will continue supervising
Actually,
the investigation.
you can go ahead and go with her. I think I would rather stay here and investigate the heart too and watch Byron need it.
Byron, do
No,
not eat it
eat
until I
it.
come back. I need to see this.
I feel like, you're better at gathering information and following orders than I am. Because Kezia, as you said all those things, it was like in one ear and right out the other. I was definitely going to talk to someone.
Well,
Thank you for
I'm
being
great
honest.
at following orders, so I'm good at that.
And Kezia and Ode, you start to head into Glint, and it's kind of run down isn't the right word, but just as you walk through it, just a little bit shady. Like, this isn't a pirate town, but there's definitely a handful of pirates in here. It's kind of run down, pretty standard fantasy port town. It's not, like, huge, but, like, there's a small dock over in this section and over here. Ships coming and going. It's not bustling by far, but there's a fair amount of it. There's a good amount of foot traffic. I would say you guys get in here... Oh, you transported, so you're here in the morning.
Oh, I guess
could
I'll
you
go
show
look
us
for
where
my
we
fish
are
on
on the
top?
map, David?
Certainly.
Yeah.
Let me go over there.
What was that, Brenna? I was talking over you, sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's not. Let's see where he points us first.
So,
Oh,
you guys were right here. You are now there.
Wow,
Yeah.
35 feet away.
Yeah, I know. Hell of a walk.
Across the ocean and everything.
It's all really short, actually.
Okay, I'm sure I have a usual contact in Glint.
It's been a bit since you've like spoken to them, but you know you could like rouse them. It would probably take a bit of time just going to the appropriate spots, but you can manage it.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
I would
okay,
like to
really
point
quick.
out that I'll have Ode change out of her monk's clothes before we go, so she's just wearing kind of regular, like brown pants and shirt, like normal folks' clothes.
Really quick, guys. Did we decide who we were getting in via smuggling?
You guys are going to get investigated on the way in. Any magic items you have will probably be seized.
Yeah.
And
But we
any
can smuggle
magic
them.
people, Zeka and Artuk, will probably be taken aside to be interrogated because they're inherently magic.
Yeah, so were we gonna go ahead and try to Nistel's magic aura them going in and smuggle all the items, or what was the plan? Because I don't remember if we discussed that part.
I don't know. Also,
I think we haven't talked about that yet.
Can we
I
talk
think
about
we should
that?
probably try to smuggle the magic item, like Morak's shield and the heart, in if we can smuggle
Yeah.
items in. And as for the Mistel's magic aura versus smuggling, I don't know.
I will say, the more I magic aura, the less fuel I have for the day. Theoretically, I could do it like the night before.
But it
Sometimes.
shouldn't be a problem because we're not gonna get into combat.
Right. So I don't know. I can do it. I think if I did it with one or two things, that would be fine. But any more than that, would probably not be a great idea.
I'd say if we're using Nistles, we should save it for myself and Zeka,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
then just try to smuggle the items in and pick them up on
Yeah.
the other end.
But before you commit to Zeka,
Yeah.
he has goat legs.
I
That's
don't think.
fair.
I think that's just something we're going to have to accept. But also, I don't think it is that weird for people to have magical things radiating off of them. A perfect example is the Inquisitor. When I detected magic on him, he actually was a little bit magical too, and I think it was because he was affected by the weave. So we could just say that we got fucked up by the weave, which in my case, in a way, is very much true.
Right,
the-
and
You're
even if you
absolutely
get
right.
if you get pulled aside and they interrogate you, all you have to do is say like, "Yeah, I just want to come into the city," and we can just think of a good, like, not hard lie for why you'd want to come to the city.
And
Right.
that's not hard, as long as the lie isn't what they're going to start pressuring you into doing, which is joining the Weave's Guard. Because that is the main problem I am going to have with that, is they're going to take them aside and not be like, "You're magic, are you actually magic?" They're going to be like, "Hey, you're like us. We've been hurt too.
Oh,
What we're
we could
doing here is
play-
good."
We could play it like Byron could, since Byron's very good at acting. He could just play as his older brother and just say, "No, don't. He's 14. Leave him alone."
That's not going to matter.
Well, I
They-
mean, how like aggressively would they pressure him into joining? Like, would they take him aside and we never see him again, or could he politely decline and they'll be like, "Great, keep us posted."
I don't know. The only times that I've seen people who joined the Weave's Guard were because they took them aside, and I never saw them again until they were with the Weave's Guard.
I guess we could just make sure no one does it. I feel like, I don't know. We could buy him pants.
Yeah, we could buy him pants.
I don't know what situation. Like,
No, we
there's
totally
literally-
could.
yeah, like I don't know. Like every other situation we've shot down so far. So why don't we just hide his legs and pants?
Yeah, that's a
Like
good
I
idea.
know that he loves his Daisy Dukes that he wears, but
They're
Yeah.
so comfortable.
I think a pair of pants and Nistle's magic aura together, along with just not having him front and
Yeah.
center, might do it.
Yeah.
because
Okay.
we've already wrapped leather around his hooves. So
hmm
Fuck.
Okay.
I was muted. He has hooves. We're going to have to cover them somehow.
We put them in shoes.
Yeah.
He doesn't have like the little like.
he gets little tiny baby shoes and put them on them. We're fine, guys. This is no
Yeah.
problem.
We'll be
Okay,
able
I-
to.
Out of all of the things that we've gotten away with so far, this will be the easiest one to die.
Okay. I suppose. Okay.
Yeah, go into town, get some pants, talk to your people. We'll investigate this thing.
Just make them like super baggy pants. Like really baggy. Because I don't think normal pants would fit me.
And also, worst case scenario here, right, is just they see that they see through the pants and they're like, okay, he's got goat legs. And then Zeka says, well, yeah, I'm embarrassed about it. I got fucked up by the weave. And they say, oh, well, let's talk to you. It's, the same scenario as we just talked about. So worst case scenario was our plan B anyway.
Okay.
The other option is, and Zeka will clasp his robe together, which hides his normally exposed shirt underneath. I could just do this, and then they can't see my legs.
No, I really like the idea of getting you pants.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think no matter what, pants might be the best way to go.
I feel like you guys
It's
just
kind of
really
weird
want me
that
to
you
wear
haven't been
pants.
wearing pants.
Yeah, I just didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And shoes. We need
Well-
to get shoes as well.
All right. I will entrust you guys to do that. I will do this. I will wear pants.
Why don't you come with us? That way we can stop by a tailor.
Hey,
Kezia, I am a tailor.
yeah, we have one of the best tailors around.
Why don't we get into town, get some fabric, and then we go meet with the dude, or backwards. Backwards would be probably be better.
Perfect. Ode goes into her canonical tailor's tools that she's been carrying and takes some quick measurements of Zeka's legs.
Dinko jeans, Eric.
Yep.
You don't have the embroidery on them, but luckily we do have Ode to embroider those
Yeah,
pants.
he gets to put whatever
Yeah, I also have
special
weaver's
symbols,
tools.
That's really awesome.
Okay.
customize them however he wants. How
now we
kids
have
do
a
these
plan.
days.
Can I have some flames on the pants? Would that be cool?
Sure, buddy. Let me
Yes,
find a picture
of
for you.
course it would be cool, Zeka.
Oh, I didn't know you were a tailor.
But
Right,
I
it was
can
my
some
job at the monastery before they told me I could be a monk.
I thought you just embroidered stuff because you made such a beautiful design.
That's so sweet too. I kind of got into it because I like embroidery. That embroidery is what I did at the commune I grew up on.
Oh,
But
cool.
we can get that into that another time.
Yeah, we're kind of in a busy
Okay.
situation right now.
Well, then why don't we head in? I think I know me. 'Cause it's been a while since I've been here, but I should be able to find my dude.
Mikolaj.
Why don't you come with me? Mikolaj?
There.
Mikolaj. I'm writing him down in allies, just so you're aware.
All
He
right.
needs to be a name.
You'll have to tell me when I should be talking and not talk. I'm just gonna assume not talking unless you tell me. She nods.
From what you remember,
okay.
Nods like knowingly at Kezia. Like I'm really good at not talking. I promise.
you had very limited experience with him the last time because you were kind of just getting the hell out before any Weave Scar nabbed you. But you remember, he was a kind of older halfling man. He was in a wheelchair, and he was just kind of... You were brought to him rather than you found him, and it the kind of deal.
Yeah. Was he good? Was he? Yeah. And
He was terse, but you were under a high-stress situation.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I will go find Mikolaj. I will see if I can find Mikolaj.
Alrighty.
Mikolaj? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Mikolaj.
Mikolaj. Okay. This is not a
Um,
problem.
How are you? What are you doing? Just
So.
yeah.
I don't know where. Because I haven't seen. I haven't been to the town specifically. I think normally I sent things in from different locations and just was like courier service. Yeah, you're associated with. Yeah, let's go away. And so this I would probably just be looking around, seeing if I can find any I would look in locations where I would know to find Alfies in a similar sense of
Okay.
feeling for location. It's not necessarily as run down and in the middle of nothing, but it's not super high end either.
Certainly.
Those little middle grounds.
You eventually find there's a few spots that could work, but the one you're feeling the most confident in, it's a tavern, but it's a tavern that's just called the Wounded Wolf.
Okay.
It's kind of towards the edge of town over here, near the docks, but not on them.
And David, I'm going to attempt to speak in thieves' cant whenever I do end up getting there. So I've thought a lot about different names for different things.
Okay, I'll do my best to yes and. But thank you for reminding me that with Thieves' Camp, as you're looking around, you see those. I sent them way back. Thank you for sending them to me in the first place, Mary. Just those different little markers and like little like chalk on the side of buildings, like safe house. Here, easy mark. Guard patrol through here. Roughly what time? Things of that nature. And through that, using that with Ode, and I imagine that you point this out to Ode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you do, Ode, are you proficient in Thieves' Cant?
Actually, that was one of the languages you let me to take as part of being a monk, because she's a shadow monk, so yes.
Okay, perfect. Then yeah, the two of you together, this is the dream team. You are able to piece it together. It's a little different from what you were used to before, but you are able to pick up on the new ones just after Kezia. Oh no, that one means guard patrol as opposed to safe house here. Things like that.
And I feel like Kezia's still pointing those out to Ode, and she's like able to pick up on it quickly because of like her proficiency in Thieves' Camp, but I feel like she more like learned like to speak it. So I feel like Kezia definitely still has the advantage here of like knowing the symbols and stuff.
You wanna break us off a piece of one of those?
Huh?
Give a sample. I want a sample of Thieves' Camp.
Let's get a little taste.
Of Thieves' Cant?
Yeah.
You'll get one. It'll be terrible. Just wait.
Okay, but as
Wait, David, do you want to send the symbol like thing?
they are so. I need to find them again. Brenna, no, you're in the middle of this. Thank you, Mary. But as you kind of go through, I would like. How much are you guys trying to blend in?
Yes. Like Bailey's not even out because that would be a point.
Okay. I would like you to make I would like you and Ode to both make stealth checks. Ode, you have disadvantage, and then I would like you both to make performance checks. This is kind of just to represent like incognito and then blending in with the environment. Ode, the reason you have disadvantage is because you are a cat.
Did I actually hit it? Yes, I thought so. You're doing so much better than me, though, so it's fine.
But Ode's aware that she's a cat. She's dealt with it for so long.
So much better. I'm sitting here like, there's a cat next to me. How do I deal with that?
Oh, and my performance isn't good.
Okay,
What was
okay.
performance for again, David?
Kind of just like blending in, like not drawing attention. Like you guys don't cut a. Ode, you don't like no one. You think you've like pretty well disguised. Like no one's gonna notice that there's a tabaxi walking around, especially since you took off your cerulean eye robes. Kezia, you're catching the odd eye, but you're a halfling fundamentally. It's not too tricky. But the moment you guys start speaking,
They were going for Pink Panther, but they got Jacques Cousteau.
Yeah. No, it's just like I point, and it's like I'm like, oh yeah, and so that's what that means. And then I'm just like saying this up, and I'm like, I have no idea how to gauge this height. It's too tall. She's too tall.
Wait, are we still looking for Kezia's contact in the city? Is that what's going on?
You have a lead. It's at the Wounded Wolf Tavern, and you guys start making your way there.
First.
Oh, Kezia, you have found roll perception checks, both of you. You have found your way pretty much to the Wounded Wolf Tavern, and where you believe Mikolaj to be.
15?
Okay. With that, Ode, you're kind of just caught up in a little bit of the lesson of Kezia explaining the different ones. Kezia, though, you see someone out the corner of your eye. You see someone just kind of keeping an eye on you, just down a random alley.
I'll just nod and then keep walking. And then pass around and like I stop and be like, oh, and like look like I noticed something in the alley and just go through the opposite alley on the other side of it.
Okay. Do you see Kezia start cutting through the alleys?
Okay, I'm following her. I'm like definitely in the mode of like Kezia knows what's going on, and I'm going to not screw anything up for her.
Okay, as you cut through again, make a stealth check, both of you. Fuck.
I'm going to try to not screw anything up for her as she disappears into the daylight.
Fucking. Alright, between the two of you, yeah, you are able to just kind of duck through the shadows. And Kezia, you eventually see just another two just kind of shady looking dudes. The alley that you kind of duck down, you pull into an even, like, right behind, like, just a bit of discarded trash and just, like, hide with Ode. And you just see two guys just stalk through, like, thought they were right here. Where the fuck did they go? Yeah,
Hi.
maybe this way.
What do they look like? Do they
Humanish.
look like They don't look like they're weave scarred though. They look like they're
No.
like kind of people.
They
I'll
they
just
look
kind of-
shady, yeah, but they're not weave scarred.
So
I'll-
Kezia's kind of people.
Yes.
I'll just be like, they'll be walking away, and then I'll be on like a box sitting on top and be like, "Hey,
Holy shit.
I know my stuff. I'm looking for Mikolaj."
Funny. We were looking for you. He wants to meet with you. Heard you were looking around for some of us.
Oh, well, I wasn't announcing it precisely, so that's kind of bad
Kind of
on
look
my
over
part.
at Ode.
I was hoping for a drink with him.
Yeah. What kind of?
What
Yeah.
kind of drink you looking for?
Yeah. Why is that?
Oh, some business I was hoping to discuss with him. See, he and I, we go way back. I'm like intentionally trying to drop my accent.
That's funny.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy, partner.
We go way back. It's been a while. I was hoping to catch up.
Oh
Ask
yeah.
him how
Looking
he's,
for some tickets to the show, maybe?
Precisely, actually. Got a couple kids that were looking to see it.
I see. Well, best show in town. Mind the spiders. They're a bit creepy for the kids.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we actually were dealing with some. Yeah, we saw some interesting ones back on Felden. That's where we came from originally. Seemed to be spreading quite far.
Yeah, heard they trying to do a bit of work out there. Why don't you follow me? We'll see how many tickets we can get you.
Thank you.
Kind of gesture.
Yeah.
And they lead you fully into the Wounded Wolf Tavern, which, as you enter, it looks a little run down, but nothing, like, out of the ordinary. Wait here. Ticketmaster's up ahead. And they walk over to the bartender, whisper something real quick, and you don't know. With both that, you notice tap the bar twice, and then the bartender nods and kind of gestures to a side door just behind it.
Am I following just to?
I assumed as
was I-
much.
Okay.
You're coming with us.
Perfect.
Was the gesture like just in general?
It was kind of just general, go on this way.
Cool. I go over that way,
All right.
and I put down a silver piece and I say, "If you want a drink for yourself."
Thank you. He opens the door. Enjoy the menagerie. And as you walk in, it's a very dark room. But after just a second, wait, Ode, you have dark vision, don't you?
I do.
You see these people clearly trying to set up a bit of a show for Kezia, because in the dark you see an older halfling in a wheelchair just kind of sitting facing forward, and you see two figures just kind of flanking him. Leather armor, daggers, pretty archetypical rogues, but not like the weave scarred how metal they went, more just like Thieves Guild from Skyrim. And you just see Mikolaj just kind of wave his hand a little bit, and the candles throughout the room alight. And he kind of leans forward and says, "Welcome to the Menagerie."
A little far from me there, specifically though.
But the show goes around. Try to keep it, get as wide, sell as many tickets as possible.
Yes,
follow?
I would imagine so. No. Distinctly no, actually.
Sanji, Kilo. Make sure of it. And let's drop the formalities for just a moment.
Of course. There's no...
Who are you?
But no... so you don't recall. My name is, Well, you can call me Lassie. I worked with the Archeron in Herria Magi. I had to leave about 2 years ago.
And this is? Gesturing at Ode.
This is Songbird.
Cute names.
Oh, nods.
Cute names. Well, how may I be of service to you?
If we're completely dropping the formality, I heard tale that A has has recently caught an interesting subject. A wizard. Do you know if that's true?
Depends on why you're heading there and why you're asking.
Why I'm heading there and why I'm asking. Why I'm heading there is specifically for him. Why I'm asking. I do not necessarily think that is entirely of your concern, but is not to do harm. Mostly to get him out. And to investigate the area.
I see.
We have family of the wizard. So.
I didn't realize. Never mind that. Well, according to some reports on the ground, yes, the wizard Joro is in the city. Unfortunately, I've not been clued into where, but your Archeron, he seems to know where he is.
Yes, I would imagine. He does seem to know everything, doesn't he?
He has a nasty habit of that.
No, we are looking to get into the city. We shouldn't have many difficulties getting through, except we came across some interesting items which may pique a closer inspection. When entering, I was hoping to get those in before we could get in there.
Do you have them with you?
Not presently, unfortunately. I wanted to make sure I could find you first. I figured it would be better to keep them with their owners.
That's wise. There's spiders about not in the city, but they may come around again. They've been getting bolder.
Yes, I would imagine, because this is the primary port's town, in regards to probably what the Weave's Guard would use to get from the main continent onto Feldarin, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, we kind of, there was a bit of a fuss that happened in Saltart, about a month and a half ago. Yes, which caused their invested interest. We actually took care of a full den. About 30. Which
That's
would
quite
definitely...
impressive.
I have
How long
impressive,
ago was this? I've
companions.
yet to hear about it.
2 days.
Impressive. The ones that I've heard about, they left perhaps 2 months ago. It'll take time for them to gain awareness, but if you're telling me now, I can perhaps ensure that message takes its time to reach them.
That's good. That would be best. Well, honestly, if you want to incite their... No, I think expedited interest for the Weave's Guard exiting Herria Magi to go invest Feldarin would be in our interest. Because we're not there and there's no other additional magic users there at this moment. And so if they're over there, it causes less harm. Investigating a ghost, which has not been there.
He kind of positions himself and goes towards a desk where he pulls out a map of Feldarin. Where was it?
I point.
Noted.
I will take out like a little like needle. I'm like, oh, give me a needle.
Oh yeah, Ode does that. She's like really happy to be doing something.
Like when he has his back turned, I'm like, oh, give me a needle. And then when he's like, where was it? I just put the needle down on its spot. Dagger's too big, so I wanted to pierce it somehow.
I'll see to it that information gets passed along. However, there is other matters at play. You mentioned you were interested in getting some tickets. I need to see
Yes.
the items first to know how difficult it will be, how many tickets you need to purchase.
Yes, I understand. Where would you
Furthermore,
like to?
how expensive they'll be.
Yes, I understand. Well, hopefully one that I was hoping would be able to travel shall not be a major issue. I'm not sure it would be best to bring them necessarily into the city. Would you prefer to meet us out there, or would you prefer them to come in?
I'll have one of my men, Kilo. When Kilo returns, I'll instruct him to return with you.
Okay, cool. It should not. We are planning on heading into the city here. Leaving tomorrow to get into Herria Magi, just be in that travel. Would that be an issue?
Not at current. There are no patrols. They just recently left. They will likely come back in the next few days, but if you've already... Yes, if you'll be leaving tomorrow, there should be no issues. As for the tickets, excuse me, I will see to it. They may be difficult to mobilize, but I'll see what I can do.
I understand. I was hoping you may have some additional information and I could trade some in return. I was wondering if you happen to know any bit about a wizard named Ernelis.
Another?
Another. Been getting interesting messages these past few weeks.
Roll persuasion.
I'm not good at that. Persuasion. It's not one of my checkmarked skills, so it's hard to find. There it is. 6. I'm just gonna use inspiration. I might as well try. 17.
Hey, that's much better.
He kind of leans back in his chair. I have heard of him. He's something of a scholar, trying to understand the weave and how it tore. I had heard he was in the region recently. I believe he was actually with the other wizard, Joro, but I'm afraid I do not know his location.
Well, wherever he is not good. Thank you.
You
There
said
was
that you had information for me?
There was a active warforged on Feldarin. It was under control of I do not know how to describe it. It was noted down as a biological archive. It was a massive brain underground. It is no longer under his control, and I believe shall be exiting the island. I do not know where they will be heading, but...
I see. Thank you. I'll try to keep tabs on it, should that be the case. Is this Warforged dangerous?
I do not believe so at this moment. He was at one point, but since destroying the control center, he has been altered. He can think. He is as human as you or I.
You say two
And
halflings?
Yeah, he is as cognizant of his actions and the justice surrounding them as you or I may be. Which in itself makes him dangerous, but is not a mindless killing machine no longer.
I see. Thank you. You see him kind of just, his brow kind of furrows, and he just is kind of trying to think for a moment. Songbird. How do you fit into this? I understand
well-
Miss Lassie here has a prior relationship with our dear Acheron, but you I don't recognize.
Well, I'm traveling with Lassie as part of a group, and our whole group is trying to help the relative of,
Joro.
Joro. Yes.
I see. Do you have any identifying marks of the cerulean eye on your person?
No,
I
I
said she took it off.
I want to just be 100% sure. Very well. I'll have Kilo move with you, assess. He can be trusted, and he will return the objects to me.
Okay.
Compensation will be paid to Kilo directly. You will not have to
Understood.
return to the city, nor return to me unless you have further questions.
Okay. Thank you for your time, Ticket Master.
What's this guy's name again?
Mikolaj.
Ode kind of is like, I actually, I don't want to speak out of turn, but we have somewhat of a plan to get our whole group into, the place that we're going. And it's possible that our plan could be somewhat helped by potentially, a wheelchair. If you happen to have an extra one or know where we could get one, if we could borrow it or pay you for it. And then she looks over at Kezia like really horrified that she's talking.
Kezia's just like, oh, that's an idea, sort of face.
You see Mikolaj stunned to silence.
I think she means the relative that we are in question. He is a bit touched by the
Songbird, you are quite amusing. You see him
She
just
nods,
like catch himself and
yeah.
just start laughing again. I've worked for many years and I have not heard that one before.
No, I wasn't joking.
Oh.
It's like, fucking take this one. I don't give a shit.
And he stands up. No. I will see if I can have one sent to you. Currently, do you have an approximation on how many items will be smuggled? Damn it.
I believe 3 tickets will be needed. But I will need to double check with that.
Very well. And looks at Ode again. And just like has to suppress a snicker. I will see if things can be made more accessible for you.
That'd be great. And thank you for all of your help, of course. Yeah. I'm sorry I spoke.
And Kilo walks in. He's a human. He is a human man, probably looking on like late 30s, early 40s, kind of slightly gray, very short hair, and like 5 o'clock shadow.
Cool.
There goes you.
So as we leave, and then start heading out through the town, I'm just gonna palm some like a few gold into Ode's hand, and I say, "Why don't you go get some the fabrics that we will still need?"
Yes, of course. Yes.
Right this way, Kilo. And I lead them out, and as we're leading, I just am going to like, give me 1 second, and then I'm just going to cast message and like I'm just gonna like palm some the copper wire between my fingers and mentally cast message as we get closer to the spot where we left, about 30 feet out, and say to Byron, to Morak, hey, only the and say on our way, no, be there in 2, keep who has items. Everyone else leave.
Who has magic items that we need to smuggle?
I can answer that. It is you have your shield and your lucky rock. Kezia has her tarot deck. Byron with the bottle of gin, but someone else may have that. And Artuk with the Siren Matriarch. And the Heart of Chaos.
5. So I think you guys would end up meeting me and Kilo.
Yeah,
as we're, like,
Kilo
walking in.
arrives with Kezia about, but pretty much immediately after you leave, but immediately after you're out of sight of Byron and Zeka.
Okay, perfect. We're at an equidistant spot.
Cool. Oh, okay. Shit, I didn't come up with a fake name for you. Kilo, this is leader dude. Kilo, this is King. Wait, who else was there? Artie?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay.
And Shroomish.
Yeah. Kilo, this is King and Shrooms. We have, I believe, 5 items. Did the thing get, did he do anything with that? Because I told him to wait.
Artuk has the Chaos, and it's currently a marble. It still does have some magic to it.
It's a bit different, but still, yeah, we still need to smuggle it.
Smaller item.
He looks over the tarot deck, sets it aside, the Matriarch's gift.
Do you want to just use all of the tarot deck on our 5-day travel?
Yes, I totally do.
We're just that mean. Why are you just putting a stack of cards in there, Kezia?
You see him actually pull out a lead box and just start arranging things in here. Basically just trying to Tetris that shit.
Most of them are pretty small. The big one would be that shield.
You in fact see him cover the box with everything else and then pick up the shield. Give me just a moment. I need to figure out the math.
My shield.
I fucking hope we have enough money.
Brenna, you gave him the deck, right? Because I don't think we have to use it on the timeline that you don't want to use it on.
Yeah. I was hoping to use it, but we ended up teleporting over here, so I didn't get a chance.
If you want, you can always take the deck out.
No.
Alrighty. Then Kilo takes your guys' magic items, and puts them all in the box except for the shield. This will be the smaller items. It will come to 220 gold for the smaller items total.
Okay.
For the shield, this will be more difficult, but I estimate 120 gold. So 340 gold total.
Okay. How much? So platinum. One
It's 10
equals
gold.
10 gold.
So that'd be 34 Let me make sure 34 platinum.
Yeah, you're correct.
But at doing
I'll accept
this,
it anyways.
he takes it. He takes your guys' magic items and says, "If you have any further need, you know where to find us."